Look.
Yeah. Look, remember we was down and broke, no place to go. Now we got businesses. Niggas try to kick it with me.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome to Free Game Podcast. We got me, Coach Don,
Yeah, J Book.
and to my right we have
CW Allen.
We got Keela.
Keela. Dub, tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I'm primarily a hip hop artist. That's my main thing. But overall, I'm just a storyteller. Different ways of doing creative storytelling, whether it be through capturing video, editing it, making music. I wrote a book, so I'm an author as well. A lot of speaking. So just creatively telling stories and letting people know that. And then I guess you could say I'm kind of like a serial entrepreneur because I got some other things that I work on and thinking about cooking as well.
I'm currently in barber school at the moment.
Okay.
Working on the path to achieve my dreams is to be a professional barber. So yeah, y'all clap it up for me. I'm a junior right now. I'll be a senior on 25th.
Yes, sir. So we get into that in a little bit, about you saying junior and senior. We get into y'all stories a little bit, but if y'all see by the caption, title of the video, this is a small business episode. Got a couple entrepreneurs. Like Don just told them to explain who they are, what they do. Like you said, we got Dub, Allen, Keela. And we're just gonna be talking about, small business, what it took to get there, how it took, all the routes that it takes to get there, whatever. Small business, it could be from you starting your own business, to like clothing lines and like Dub was talking about music and things like that, or even going into further into like, I don't know, like food, restaurants, making, you started small at first, but then it got the chance to be even bigger than what it could be, even catering and all that. So that's what we here to talk about, man. And hopefully we can give y'all our stories and maybe it can inspire some of y'all to, maybe be like, hey, I want to get into my own small business. I want to make my own small business. So, yeah, man. So we're going to get right into it. Go ahead. Want to ask another intro question?
Yeah. So I guess the first question that we'll kick off with was, is what is a business that you like buying from growing up, and why?
I'll say Jordan.
Who?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Air Jordan. I say that because I just like the style. I like the style in his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel like you can never go wrong with a pair of J's.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's like the first thing we kind of see growing up is like, I don't know. I seen the movie Air and them going through the process of getting Michael Jordan his shoes and all that, and even the process of him having his own shoe with his name on it and his own logo and that whole process. That's his small business now because it's his own entity outside of Nike. So I think, that's perfect answer because everybody wear J's.
Yeah, probably was the first one to ever do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more so like a LeBron wearer, but if you throw me some J's, I'll put them on.
So you currently don't own a pair of J's?
I do not own a pair of Jordans.
Have you ever worn?
Yes, I've worn a couple pairs, but we just couldn't afford them growing up. So, for me, it was like I get the Forces. We always had like the white Forces in the summer, and then like the black Forces in the winter. Mm-hmm. But that was really it. And then so you got your white pair of shoes, your black pair of shoes. Mm-hmm. You go to Champs and get your 5 T's and mismatch the colors. It's like the early 2000s. So for me, it was like J's was just out the question.
Yeah.
I did have one time, there was these dudes who set up this truck in the hood. And I remember my freshman year, my dudes still remind me of this. And they were still like selling shoes out the back of the truck. So my mom was like, oh, I'm going to hook my baby up. Mm-hmm. So they had like these counterfeit Jordans, but they just said Air.
Oh,
like
Air joints.
No, they were just Air.
Yeah, the Air joints.
No Nikes. Just Airs. Air. So my dudes was calling them Air Gordons. So that's probably like my closest exposure to Jordans in high school.
So you had to wear the pants leg over.
Oh, well, I didn't notice it at first. And they was like, yo, where's the Nike check? And it was a roast session.
Hey, man,
So did you continue to wear 'em?
Maybe to finish that month out.
Yeah.
And then I had to barter with some people, give up some video games or something, try to figure something else out.
Yeah. Damn, man. Gotta wear them boot cut pants over the jeans. I mean,
Man,
over the
look, and we
shoes,
was
man.
cuffing them joints with.
I had a tongue and everything, man.
Yeah, I just seen somebody do that with some knockoff Tims.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year they almost pulled it off. The shorty's got the lifting up the legs. Like,
Sheesh.
them ain't Timbos. Those are bimbos.
Well, yeah, man. You even just a small analogy, because when you first starting out, people treat you like that. They treat you like the Air Gordon. They treat you like you ain't up in that status yet. It take you a minute to get to that upper echelon of Air Jordan, Nike, Air Force Ones, and all that. Man, you know how many people we know that's gonna buy some white cocaine ones and buy 2 or 3 pair of them each year? Probably more than that.
I'm about to say that's just
Probably more than that, just to show that they got some cocaine ones, man, because they sought after, but it took a lot of stuff to even get to that point,
yeah.
Yeah, so
I think Nelly really.
Nelly, Rasheed Wallace.
But yeah, probably Rasheed Wallace, but more so Nelly though. Mm-hmm. With that song, "Give Me 2 Pair."
Yeah.
Yeah, that also made the prices go up almost about like $50.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so that probably was before y'all time though.
I got small feet, guys. I got small feet.
You get the kid sizes, huh? Oh, you straight then. You can get whatever you
The
want.
kid size is still cost too though.
I mean, not like them. That grown.
Nah, yeah,
that
no.
grown. The man show.
I'd
How much
rather
is
pay
on?
90 for
It's still 100, ain't it?
200.
Yeah, about.
Yeah,
Dang,
still
for kid
100.
sizes?
But they like 130 now.
Yeah.
They went up like 130, 150 for the one.
That's wild. It was $80 when we was buying ones, bro.
I think they still $100. It costs like $130 for the Supreme joint.
Struggle.
Maybe I got it wrong then. I thought it was definitely they went up.
Nowadays doing like resale, they taxing like the $150.
Resale for some Air Force Ones?
Yeah,
It was a resale.
it'd be a drought on them joints.
Man, I ain't reselling no. Well, I ain't buying them for resale.
People will, man.
I guess.
Unfortunately.
I guess.
Who was somebody that y'all looked up to in the business side of things?
I had a lot of people that I looked up to in business. I think I've always kind of been like an entrepreneur growing up. I remember in my mom's, and I'm gonna get to that, but I think I'm gonna need to preface it. Like my mom was in AA. I remember like at AA meetings, like selling my drawings to like the people with AA after they had a meeting, making money, selling my early mixtapes, all kind of stuff. And I saw a lot of that hustle from like Master P. You know what I mean? I remember watching Master P and hearing documentaries and stories about like how he was getting into New Orleans and just going real hard out the trunk. And then I would also say like people I watched growing up, kind of like Diddy, Pauls, and just like different different folks, in the entertainment industry was kind of Jay-Z was kind of like my original influences that I saw. I watched a lot of BET, so I got those stories and stuff. And then, in a lot of ways, kind of like different family members and folks I knew in the hood who was hustling. Like I remember I always had like a healthy respect for the game, not necessarily like I want to, sell dope or anything like that, but like I understood it, you know what I mean? I didn't always agree with it, but I understood the game. Like I remember watching my uncle chop up dope and sell it to fiends when I was like 11, 12. So like I saw him hustling because he had lost his legs.
Out the wheelchair.
Yeah, he was see, y'all bogus, bro. He was a handyman. He was a master carpenter.
Okay.
And so he was, fixing roofs and all kind of stuff. And he stepped on a nail and lost one of his feet because he was diabetic. And then his other one got infected, so they had to amputate his legs. So now he lost his hustle. He was a full-time carpenter. So he started selling dope. And so I watched him make that pivot, and like I said, I don't necessarily endorse it or agree with it. in totality, but I get
Yeah.
the hustle. I saw the work ethic of it.
That's their small business.
That was they
If you being real,
street pharmacist. Yeah.
man, you go and I be looking at the weed packs that some of my homies be getting. They got the Gary Payton, it come in these Ziploc.
Wait, the Gary Payton.
Gary Payton,
Like the glove?
yeah, like it's all these colorful packagings, all that. Like
That's crazy.
It's crazy. You might see the Pillsbury Doughboy on there talking about cookies and cream. Like for real, like it's very creative though. People,
It's marketing.
Marketing. It's good though. I mean, it ain't good. I mean,
It's good. Like you got you some.
It's
packs.
good marketing.
It's good marketing. Yeah, it's good marketing. It's creative though.
Yeah.
Who you sponsoring?
No. I just seen it before, bro.
Nah, just message. Nah, I mean that comes with it. Like, I think who was it? I think like Warren Buffett was talking about how always like whenever people from off the block is around,
Yeah.
he rather just like sit back and listen to them because that hustle and that drive is coming from like a different place,
Yeah.
a different angle. A lot of people can't relate because money don't allow them to relate and think outside the box like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What was that question again?
Who is someone you look up to in the world of business?
See, I grew up on YouTube.
Okay.
Like, so I say for me it'll be Funny Mike.
Funny Mike.
Mike.
Okay. And that was
Because, I seen his passion in it.
Mm-hmm.
His,
Put your
his
mic
focus
up.
is his passion, his focus, his dedication. And it was like, if he could chase it, we all could chase it.
Yeah.
he was that like the 22 Savage dude at one point in time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would say, like, kind of what Dove was saying, like, the people he grew up around. I say, like, my mom, my grandma, they always worked hard to make sure we was straight, we was good. So that's another thing that,
And your
Really
OG
pushed
sell
me to wanna-
pace too, right?
yeah. So that's another thing that really pushed me to want
Okay. Plates, all that. Right?
to open up
They don't know when to kick in the door.
and get my own thing started, man. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm working on clothes, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything take time. Rich Soul for the clothes and Cozy Cuts for the haircuts.
Rich Soul and Cozy Cuts.
I like
Okay.
that.
dope.
Yeah, I like that. Man.
When did you realize you could do your type of business? Like it was like, yeah, I can see myself doing that.
Ain't gonna lie. How you say this word?
Well, I guess I can say
shit,
what made
like-
you get into barbering.
I always had the vision of cutting hair. It's just that I never took it serious. Like, I always used to do my own liners, do my little brother liners. But it's like I never took it serious. Everybody used to always tell me, like, you might as well go and be a barber. But it's like, nah. But then what really made me open my eyes to do it is, like, I don't want to work for nobody. So I was like, chase my dreams. And it's like, why not chase my dreams?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in this world, so it's like I might as well just make it happen now.
And how
Top
long?
5 school. I just stay focused.
For sure.
And how long you been in school? Like
Been in school for 6 months now.
6 months.
Started in February.
And you started off as a junior, because I know you said
No, I
you
started as a freshman.
freshman, so now you a junior. You about to be a senior. That's dope.
Okay.
So how long barbering school usually be?
It's like a 14-month to a year program. You guys got to complete 1,500 hours for the school. Once you get to 1,200 hours, you apply for your state board test, pass your state board test, finish getting your hours,
Mm-hmm.
graduate.
Yeah.
Whole ceremony, everything.
That's what's up. So it's like you studying out a book too and getting that experience, or do y'all it's just experience?
Yeah, see, look, that's why everybody think a barber you just cutting hair, you just learning how to cut hair. No, we working on workbooks. We learn chemicals. I know how to do facials. I learned a lot just by being in barber school.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things though I be seeing on TikTok. Like this was one dude I said he give people, like you said, facials, get the hot towel and all that. Like they do all that now, and they got the like what's the they basically got the leeway now to charge people $100, and people might look at people like $100 for a cut, but they doing all this stuff. They'll wash your hair, get the hot towel, get all these, make sure you all good, and it's different nowadays, man. It's actually like I don't know what to call it, but it's like when a woman go and get her hair done, they gonna be there for a little minute. They getting pampered.
Yeah, it's like
Pampered. I can't hear you, dog.
Yeah, no, that's the spa treatment, right?
Yeah, spots. Yeah.
definitely a grooming service.
Yeah. The spot I go to, they like put the wax in your nose and on your ears, and they rip it off, get all the little hairs, everything. They
Yeah,
be
and it lasts
focused.
longer too, though.
Yeah,
it lasts
yeah.
longer too.
Yeah.
I clean ears. I do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make sure my clients happy.
Yeah, might have to go ahead and book one. Man.
Hey.
Nobody's talking, man. We're gonna have
Make
to.
sure my clients happy.
Take the free game to the shop.
Yeah, me and Don might have to get one, bro. Go ahead.
Just throw me in
Down
there.
a
huh?
clean shave.
It's a free game, though. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no. But you also got to take a psychology course too, right?
No.
No, I know with cosmetology, you got to take a psychology course because a lot of people come to y'all with like y'all problems and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What about you, Doug?
Yeah, I would say you said when did I know that it was like attainable, like the career or whatever.
All the businesses that you do.
Yeah, for me, probably early on. Like I fell in love with the idea of like making money, creating and cultivating. Even though I ain't never really had a lot of it.
Yeah.
Hoping one day one of them will break, but. I just enjoyed the idea. Like I remember in elementary school, I was like packing my locker with snacks, and I would have a list of the different snacks I was selling, and I was making maybe a dime profit or something. But the idea and the joy of like going to buy the stuff from the corner store and reselling it to my homies in school, and my drawings, I would draw pictures and sell them for $1. Like what's that?
I said you've been with the hand-to-hand transactions.
Yeah. So I think early on I knew like I had this business gene in me, but then as I stepped into my 20s, probably around like 19, when I really realized people was actually booking me to come rap and do that, that's when I was like, oh, this is something that really could work. I mean, I was passionate about it because I was getting to tell people about like my faith and encourage people. But then, being able to put gas in my tank was another incentive. It was like, oh, maybe I could do this as a real career.
Yeah. And how was it for you, Doug, being a rapper who's a Christian and kind of balancing that line of like, Christian hip hop ain't really getting no money. Like, should I cross over to the dark side, or like what stopped you from like just making like secular music?
Yeah, it's funny. One of my homies, I did a show in Cleveland 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "So, Doug, when did you stop doing like the Christian thing and just doing regular rap?" I think as I've gotten older, like my music has evolved in a way where I can tell stories that are more relatable. I think when I was younger, in my faith, it was just all about like hitting people with the Bible, getting them saved. And it's like now my audience has grown with me. Like most of them kind of have an idea of it already. Yeah. They're not looking to quote unquote get saved. They just trying to figure out like, what does it mean to live this thing out as a person in my 30s and 40s with kids, real life problems. Yeah. And my music has reflected that. So it was not any, there hasn't been any tension of me needing to think about those industries in that way. Like I probably I'm just like the people who love my stuff, those the people I'm rocking with and reaching out direct to fans. So that's been that's kind of been like my evolution over the years in that way.
For sure.
Yeah,
because we just had a artist pod, and them talking about the same.
Well, I was supposed to be on it. I got COVID.
But but
he's back.
I had that boy. He was knocked down, man.
So it's still here. It's still a thing.
COVID? Oh, bro, I was asleep for 4 days.
That COVID 21.
It tore me up. I got it when I went to Cleveland. I came back and I was done. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but back to that too. Even what you just talk about, Don, and with Dub, being able to be paid for that, and of course, with being a Christian in your music, but also how did that feel when y'all got y'all first check from what y'all did? It was like, dang, like like you said, like maybe I could do this, you know, full time. Like that's a good feeling. You know, I remember when Don put me on for, you know, doing tournaments at the park. I got that. I still got that first check, even though I cast. I just kept it. I was like, bro, I felt good doing this. Like, this is something I want to do. It's like I already have my mindset on it. Like Keela said, you always wanted to do it, but you like, why not let me just go ahead and go 100% in it? And you finally get that. It's almost like a stamp of approval. You like, maybe I could just do this, and I'll make a good, you know, living doing what I love. You know, how did that feel?
So I'll say for me, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I'll say it's more so like the clients coming back. So
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily get a check, but we do get tips at school, and I do have my own clientele outside of school. So seeing the little money that I could make, that was good. But it's like I'm not really in it for the money.
Yeah.
It's for my passion.
Yeah.
But I know it's money come with it. But that was good. Seeing how much money I can make just by cutting a couple of heads a day
And that's a good
for a
point.
couple of hours. So back to it's more so with the clients that come back, cause it's like what Dub was saying. He talking to people through his music. When people sit in my chair, it's like we connecting. Like we giving advice to each other.
Yeah.
I'm hearing stories about, you know, them. We connecting in all different types of ways. It's like we just basically getting to know each other and building a connection, building a bond basically. And it's like with me, it's like I express them through their haircuts. So through their styles,
You know, they feel
like
good after they get that
yeah,
cut.
like they feel good. They
Yeah.
you know they talk to me. They're like I didn't have multiple hugs and not just like I'm most professional right now, and it's for the month of July. You know, like it's all about who comes back. You know, it's all about who really supporting. You know, who really that's what it is for me.
And that's a good point, man. Especially in being a barber, man. You know, you really cold when your clientele come back.
And send other people, right?
Yeah. My barber he be happy when I bring people like, dang, bro, that's what's up. I appreciate you. You know, discount on the next cut or whatever. You know, they really appreciate that because they know that they doing a good job. That's their affirmation.
Yeah.
So I ain't even think about that like that. You know, you're like, oh, okay, you came back. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you right again. And you know, that's what's up though. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think those early, you know, the early checks and it was validating, very much like getting a customer to come back. It was just like, oh, you believe in me. And for me, my philosophy when I was doing music early on was kind of like, oh, this is fun. I think I'm probably go to school to do like ESPN or something like that. But when I started making some money off of it, and it actually helped me get through college because I was doing shows and putting that towards my tuition and then, you know, scrubbing toilets during the weekday. That's when I was like, man, like this can do something. And that's when, you know, it just really encouraged me to go because my thing was like, I'm not putting money into something not in for real. Like I ain't buying no mixers. I ain't building no studio or any of that unless I see that it's actually going to have a return in it. I'll just do it for fun. But when it started having a return, it was like, oh, cool. Like let's get it.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah, definitely. No, I was gonna point out because I think like when we had idea of starting this podcast, it kind of like started from our chat.
Yeah.
And Dub, you were part of the chat, and so it's just like
You was there. We always be like, let's start our own pod. You know,
we
let's
can
get
really
it
do this
done,
thing. Yeah.
do
So
it. You know, you come back to your phone, you have like 500 messages missed off a
The
free
chat?
agent move or something, man.
Sheesh. I'm like, bro, I saw that this morning.
sure. What has been most challenging for anyone in your business endeavors?
I jump in on it.
Y'all keep going though.
It just the thing that was has been the most, you said challenging, or is
challenging.
probably just being discouraged at times. You know, when you are an independent creative, you are at the mercy of folks who enjoy the creativity, but the reality is we live in a very noisy world right now. So it's like you competing as an artist, I used to just compete with, other artists. So you make sure you don't drop on a big artist release date. You paying attention to that.
Yeah.
You don't want to set shows up when, certain artists come into town. See, you just want to be wise with how you move. Yeah. But now it's like, no, you competing with streaming. You competing with all the different shows that are amazing. And then it's a lot of really good artists. Like, who are better than some of the people who are quote unquote the GOATs, the professionals. Like if we honest about it, but they just didn't have the opportunity or the money and marketing to show it. So for me, it's like just fighting that discouragement of like remembering like, yo, you still do this. Like ain't nothing changed but a day in the year. Like this is who you are. This is how you wired.
Drop the bar.
Had to drop the bar.
Yeah.
This is who you are. And so like just really coming back to God and just being affirmed and like, yo, you belong to me first and then you're an artist. Like, don't forget that because that just encouraged me to keep going. And then imposter syndrome. Man, like sometimes you just feel like it was a fluke. Yeah. Like, I know you probably felt maybe early on felt that way with you gave like an amazing cut and like they taking pictures and next time they're like, y'all want it like this. And you're like, dang, can I pull that one off again? Or do I remember how I held the comb with the fade?
I feel like that never lead though.
It doesn't. I
feel like that never lead.
It's a consistent fight, and it's not just like art and entrepreneurship. It's different fields that we have to fight, and I think that's one of the consistent things that I'm continually having to battle and come against and find creative ways to say, nah, that ain't the truth about the matter.
Yeah, because man, I get imposter syndrome off a cooked meal. Sometimes I'd be like, dang, man, I could have made this better. I'd be like, man, I fell off on cooking. I ain't cooking like 2 weeks. But it's even as small as that. It's something that you just got to work on and be like you said, man, like it's just a daily fight. Like you just got to keep on going on what you got going on and believe what you got going on.
Yeah.
I'll say that end for
Procrastination.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to read your
I
mind.
can't really talk, but yeah. Because it's like, with me, it's like I had classroom time, then I got floor time. So it's like, sometimes I get in my ways where it's like, I had time to come back and do my book work. Like, I'm going to just cut. And then, now I get overload. Now we behind on tests. Things like that. I say you just gotta stick to that time, man. So you just gotta stick to the time. You just gotta stick to it. But that's my biggest thing.
That's real.
That I gotta work on right now.
Yeah, that's most crucial because you in school right now. So
yeah,
it's like, could you repeat? Could you repeat?
I mean, not necessarily. It's
Not
like
necessarily.
Can't repeat, but if you don't pass the state board, you can take
behind
it.
on time now. Now that's just us gotta pay as we take each test.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of times with different things that I started, I'd probably be like my own worst enemy. Like who gonna support or like overthinking things. Like why should I drop this or should I do that? And it's just gaining this confidence and just dropping it, whatever you're trying to drop. But then also just knowing that like I don't know, you have this big expectation from like families and friends and family members for like support and stuff like that for different things.
Yo, that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's one I didn't touch on. That's a huge one. Which you
yeah.
preaching.
And a lot of times, the most support are from like strangers.
I know.
Yeah, and I think somebody on I think like probably like our Christmas episode, somebody dropped a big bomb about that. But
Yeah, everybody been saying that.
it's complete strangers that believe, in what you're doing and just want to be a part of it, want to know your story and everything like that. And so, just finding this commonality of just like, man, whoever rock with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No love lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't looking at nobody salty because that they're not investing into what the product that I have. It's just finding this lane of this is me.
Yeah.
Whoever like it, like it, and who don't. That's okay.
That takes like a real level of maturity and it's not just simply a level of maturity, but a revisiting it and coming back to it. It's a discipline to be in that place, because I know even for me, like I had a line in a joint, it said, my black friends saying, please support black. Is it all just a trend? Are we all part of that? Or is it just Drake, or maybe just B, or maybe just ones with social currency? And it was like talking about how we like screaming like support black or support our community or our friends or whatever. But then it's like where was y'all when I sold 6 tickets to this show?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you don't want to take it personal. And one thing that I've learned is that your close friends and your family are not your
Biggest.
they are not your customers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't be like your only focal
They
point.
shouldn't. I mean, because everybody excited when you start something and they'll show up. Right. Well, everybody show up at first, but
Yeah.
then as time go on, they got lives. They got, kids and jobs and money that's tight. And so it's like
Maybe they never show up.
or maybe they never show up. Unless it's something
Until
they
you
super
blow up,
passionate about,
then they
right?
show up.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always something, not to cut you off though.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that's like this.
Who was it? It was Kelsey Plum, the WNBA player. She said, I don't want you to come support me. I want you to come see me play.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to really fall in love with
Don't do it 'cause
what
it's a
I'm doing.
job.
Don't do it because it's a job. Don't do it because you're doing me a favor. Like, the first time, that's cool because we want to get launched. But, like really, if you rock with it,
Mm-hmm.
or refer it to somebody who gonna rock with it. And I really appreciate it when she said that. I thought that was real dope.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
real.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving along. What brings you the biggest joy in what you do?
I'm gonna say the happiness of my clients.
Okay.
Seeing them happy makes me happy.
For sure.
Customer always right.
I think for me, definitely seeing folks having a smile, having a good time, enjoying the music, the events, or whatever we doing at the time, and yeah, that's a big one. But then also people saying how much it touched them. Like when someone comes back and they take the time to write you a note or to text you and say, yo, like this was dope because, or this touched my heart because, that's like game changer for me. I saved those for those imposter moments, right?
Yeah.
Where I look back and I'm like no, it's a lie in my head that's saying, or the devil that's saying, you're not good at this because such and such said they were touched and it was good,
Yeah.
or they left a review. And so seeing that, people being touched and change is huge for me. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Don? Talk about that a little bit. What?
I probably would say just people asking for some more merch or wanting to do more business with me. It's always just brings me joy. Like when you gonna drop this, or let me get this printed by you.
I don't
or-
think y'all know it.
Yo, we still got that Kanye joint in the cuff. Whole
Yeah.
Chicago summertime shot tea.
It's the perfect time.
We gonna get that out. We gonna get that out.
Perfect time right now, man.
Yeah.
It is. But what's funny about that? This is random. You can cut this out if you need to edit it. That tee is so dope, but it's so many colors that it's so expensive to make.
Yeah.
So
There's
if
a
they
lot of
don't
stuff.
buy it, we out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of the hardest parts. Is
true.
and they got so many different elements of creating teas, whether it's like sublimation or DTF. DTG. Sorry about that. But to really get the whole effect of that graphic, like you're gonna have to spend a decent coin, and you're gonna have to charge a decent coin. So like for the flip, for the re-up. So yeah.
That joint crazy.
Yeah, but when I thought about that, I was like, man,
You got in your bag with that one.
I
That
just
was
need
crazy.
to like think outside the box.
Y'all do a big rollout, man. That could be easily a good shirt of the summer, man. I could see people wearing that.
Yeah, I think
lot of
that's like
people wear
a
it.
timeless shirt.
Yeah.
It's an iconic quote,
Yeah.
and it just embodies Chicago. So
Yeah.
I feel like it could be dropped anytime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all could even start off with y'all just wearing it. For real. Y'all just wearing it. People like, damn, when it's coming out, you know?
Yeah, and another thing I've been really watching to piggyback off Keela is like YouTube and different like content creators and stuff like that, and how they kind of like pushed their product to this margin of like being wanted,
Yeah.
and it's not really having a lot of pieces, and this buy-in of finding the right celebrity or influencer to kind of gift them with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether like Keela, if you were to come across the right person to give them your services, and they're able to put it on their page or endorse that.
That
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and Jalen Rose said he started 100 a cut.
Man.
Yeah, so
25. Or that 25 a cut, man.
Only 25?
25 a cut.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna be banging at your door because people want like 40, 50,
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than that.
Oh yeah.
60
50,
plus a
yeah.
tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Inflation, baby.
Yeah, and if you giving
For real.
facials and all that other stuff, then
How much it is with a facial?
Photo with the facial, I'm gonna just start that at 50.
50?
That's not bad
Yeah,
though.
that ain't bad at all.
yeah.
That's thing.
Yeah, it's actually kind of, to be honest, low key, the facial costs more than the cut.
With the cut, it's with the cut. You get a cut.
Yeah, so
But to touch on the, I don't know about y'all little shirts y'all got going on, but to touch on that,
what you mean by little shirts though?
like the shirt, like y'all shirt, y'all brand, you know?
Yeah.
How you trying to come? I don't know about that, but I can relate.
So she
The way
talking
he
about
was
like
saying, like,
vintage hero and all that. Yeah.
yeah,
Y'all putting out
He
y'all
was
shit.
saying like you already had it, like you got it all figured out. Like my clothing brand, like when it's coming to that, like I want to make sure everything is perfect when they drop. When I'm when you was speaking on the YouTube, was reaching out to the perfect influence. Like I got it in my plans. Like when I finally get the products, I want to PO box a couple of people. You know, just to
22.
put it
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
stream. You know,
Yeah.
let me know
Yeah.
how they rocking with it. But I got some heat, man. I got some fire stuff.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I gotta keep up with the trends. I've been keeping up with the trends, all that.
You got a date chat? When you planning on
Got no
this?
dates now, man. Like
Nah, it's still in the
sold
works
out
though.
still
dates.
in the working, but like I've been working.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be the hardest part of just kind of like keeping up with the trends,
Yeah.
cause like I be seeing a lot of pocket tees right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing them pocket tees like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
People was like, nah, but for the price of the shirt and then like the label to get it printed, it was like I'm always about to flip, so
Say you re-release it right now though.
it was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Now if I release it right now, it'd be like people won't think I'm biting off somebody.
I don't know, but
That's how crazy it is.
do that stop you? Do that stop you a lot from like making a move though? If you feel like
Nah, to be honest, man, mentally I feel like I'm always working on something. I got so many designs and stuff ready to roll out.
yeah,
Just waiting for this moment to just like to drop stuff.
you ain't
You got
dropped nothing in a
style,
minute though, bro.
got
Yeah, it's been a while. And the thing about it is that like, and I talked with Dub a few times about this. It's just like probably like dropping a hero and just doing the vintage piece, because there's so many ways to come across with like dropping these vintage pieces
Yeah,
and paying homage to like my childhood, growing up, the city, Dub from Cleveland.
yeah,
So many different things, man. Video games, NBA Jam, like old,
yeah.
all type of anime stuff. Just it's so many ways you could go with different things and stuff like that. And then there's procrastination. It's just like
It take a
you
lot.
are your own
Well,
like, worst enemy.
in life, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you think about even like where I think about me and Don, y'all a little bit younger, but not that much. But we like in our late 30s, you know. So it's
God damn, early 40s.
40, ain't
Yeah, I'm 40.
so
Big
so
40.
but it's
Or can
it's
you
a
say
different
filthy 40, man?
it's a different play. Wow,
Keith's a wild boy, man.
He wild. He
And I
wild.
seen him at the passport thing yesterday, acting a fool.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
going
God.
viral.
Speed joint.
Yeah,
Oh my
He's
God.
acting a fool.
acting a
I hope they catch him
plum
on video.
fool. Yeah, that man was let me say.
Wow. But I think, even I think about like our space in life is, like I got little kids at home. You got kids, one gone to college, but the other one is still grade school, middle school.
Full-time job.
Yeah, jobs and, relationships. It's just a different space where when I had so much free time, it was just different. I could just be like, I'm gonna do it. Like me and my wife was talking about this earlier. Like I don't travel the way that I want to travel. I turn down a lot of stuff. Like I would love to be touring.
Road runner.
Yeah, but I got little ones. You know what I mean? So it's just different. I just had to adjust accordingly.
And
And
that's
you was
something-
on tour in Poland for what? A month and a half?
No, it was like we did 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah,
Y'all went international. That's crazy. We
it
talked
was
about
that was
with Lil
fun.
Blast.
That was fun.
That's crazy. I want to ask you that personally, man. How do you like juggle everything? Like, what's something that helps you like juggle everything? Cause I try my best to schedule stuff and things like that, and then the day of, I might feel like, I don't feel like doing it. Oh man, I was gonna do it, but no, man, I'll just do it another day. Like, what helps you like through that process of procrastination? Because I feel like you do a good job, like managing, even with you having little ones, you still do a lot. Like you said, you clothing, rap, you just dropped the film. Like, what is like, what would you give like the tools on, like you said, help you with like your procrastination and getting over that?
I would probably say 3 things for me. My wife is amazing. So, like Liv said this in y'all last podcast where she said, my husband's way of supporting me is being home with my daughter when I do these things. And that's the same for me. Like if it's not my wife, it's my in-laws, different, my village, they help me to be able to do certain things and to go when I can't bring my daughter with me. And then I try to, like, I'm learning to say no to certain things. And with that is me realizing that every opportunity is not the last opportunity. And I think sometimes early in my career, I thought, like, if I don't do this, I might not see the right person.
Yeah.
This may not come back around. They may not want to book me again. And I just had to die to that. Like, no, like, this is, like, God is ordering my steps and setting this up. So if it's for me, it'll come back around. If it ain't for me, then it is what it is. Sure. And then I said I had 3. I had one more, and I know it's important. My tribe. Now, I try to do things that I'm really passionate about. Like if I'm really passionate about it, I'm all in. And so in college, my professor said, C-Dub, you need to have some bandwidth. You need to learn how to have margin space. Yeah, you can do things back to back to back, but having that margin space where you don't have anything allows you to add something last minute or to take a nap, right? And to rest. And so I have things in my life that are glass balls that I cannot drop.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
Your wooden balls.
And then there's wooden balls. It's like, they cool, they look nice, but at the end of the day, if I have to drop them, I just have to drop them. And you got to mend the fences where you have to after. So that's kind of how I look at it and view it with my philosophy of doing entrepreneurship and art and stuff. Yep.
And what about your team too, man? Last thing, what about your team? Like, who has been some of the biggest people on your team? I know you talked about your support system too, like in-laws and your wife. They might watch a kid, or what about your team too? Like, how did you form that?
Yeah. Right now my team is pretty small, but I've had different people a part of my team intimately at different seasons, and it's just different because of life. But right now I have a young lady named Amber who's helping me. She's my brand coordinator. So she does all of my, she does booking, she does admin stuff that I just really can't tangibly handle. And then I got another young lady we talking to about coming on to strictly do marketing. And then Liv, she does events, so she's been dope for my event management. So those three ladies are the ones right now. And then I'm hoping to, as we grow and people are really supporting, I can say I want to hire a creative director. I want to, hire someone who is, a bodyguard like Don was in my film. I don't need a bodyguard right now. But I ain't trying to get trumped. But many men. But I just
Spirit blood.
Those are the people who helped me so far. But Lord willing, in the future, the team will grow. Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, man. All need a team to get forward, man, to go forward, man.
It's impossible to do it without it, for real.
Yeah. And I know for you, that's different. You kind of solo dolo a little bit.
I mean, I got the Booksy out.
Yeah, that worked. Yeah.
Using Booksy already?
Yeah, I got the Booksy.
Okay.
Keela official. I like Keela official. All right.
What's up? What do y'all see yourself in like the next 3 to 5 years?
What's some short-term, long-term goals, man?
I see myself having a shop, man.
Having a shop?
So opening up a shop.
Big things.
I've been looking into warehouses lately. Because I'm telling y'all, like, I really want to launch. I'm gonna drop these clothes. I'm gonna cut these heads.
And give
That's
us
dope.
one
Hard work and
head.
dedication.
Put us on that list. We'll pay for
That's
it.
right.
We'll wear it on the
Hard
show.
work and dedication.
Easy.
I'm really staying determined.
I like that.
Yeah, I think I got a fresh win after the pandemic. Just seeing some of my artists I grew up watching kind of reemerge in the scene and drop amazing music. Like usually when you get older, people fall off, they stop doing great music. But like seeing them cultivate crowds, being the only ones who could sell tickets, like when other people cancel on their tour. It's like, for me, that was like, yo, I could really do this into my 40s. Like where I thought when you turn 30, you stop rapping. But like there's a market for it now. There's people for it. So I'm going to continue doing music, as time permit. It's not, when I was younger, music was my all in all. It's just one piece of the larger pie that I'm trying to create and
So
cultivate.
You feel like Cole. You feel like you're getting better as you get older.
I do. No, I really do. Like, I feel like my last couple projects have been the best ones that I put out, and I feel like I'm rapping better as I'm writing right now. And so for me, I feel like I've just touched the tip of the iceberg. If I want to keep going, sometimes it just gets exhausting. I got a couple businesses that I'm thinking about. I would love to have a cigar lounge one day. I've been thinking about that one a lot lately the last few years. Just like a nice spot for folks to come kick it, have some wine, a cigar, hang out. I've thought about, writing some more books. So I'm I got a lot of different endeavors depending on what the season will be. Yeah.
You got a pretty large list of accolades, man. Wrote books, short film. You was on the label, right? Was you doing some stuff for the label?
Early on, yeah. Was signed. It's been fun, and none of it is quote unquote catapulted me, so to speak. But it's been an enjoyable journey, and I feel like I'm just, like I said, touching the tip of the iceberg. So Lord willing, we'll see some more.
Do you feel like, music wise, do you feel like you can hit like the industry, not as a rapper or maybe as a rapper or maybe even as like administrative role or anything like that? Because I know you was working with one record label and you was like an administrative role. Do you think you could do that with a bigger label? Is that your interest?
I could. I was the operations manager of the label, and we were doing well. It was growing year over year, but I just realized how much more passionate I am about being an artist still.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I can continue doing this role, which it was great. The people were great. But that on top of being an artist and growing a family and work, it was just like, nah. So if I did it, I would have to be like, this is my thing that I'm doing. I'm not there right now, but, we'll see. I feel like once I'm done with music, I'm probably doing some more stuff that's more passive income or passion projects that I just love doing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Keela, I know you say he's talking about a warehouse, man. You talking about getting a warehouse for your clothing brand?
Clothing brand, also for the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Gonna have like sweets and everything.
Man, I'm trying to do a lot.
Hey,
We waiting on you, man. We, like I said, we'll wear it on the pod. You know.
Oh, I'm really locked in with this barbering right now, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So
That's a dope place to be though, because you know you got people from all walks of life that's gonna
Yeah.
come through and for your services, and I mean, you ain't got to bash them with your clothes, but you know you gonna touch a lot of people. So
my barber,
Yeah.
every time I come there, man, he tell me he got an idea. He'll tell me he got an idea personally, or he'll be like, "I got an idea for your pod, my boy," and he just tell me every idea that he got, you know. And so it ain't like you said, it ain't gotta be, you know, just be like, I got a clothing brand, come fuck, you know, come mess with me, whatever like that.
yeah.
But it could be just simple as, you know, what you think about this, you know.
Yep.
You know, let me show you something, you know. And
Probably.
there's been some topics I put on here from Reggie, you know, from my barber. It'd be like, you know,
some
it'll
good
be like-
topics. Some
you
good
could put it on there if you want to, man. He'll tell me that, and I'll put it on there. You know, sometimes it just be like, tell me what you think about it. You know, so I feel like it's always good to have them ideas, and even I feel like that's the perfect place to tell someone, you know, that's sitting in your chair, someone you don't really even know that much, really. And you know they're not gonna be biased. They gonna tell you,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it's good.
It's
Tell you
bad.
It's bad. You
you
know?
should go this
I
way.
showed a couple
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
clothing brands. You know, I be showing. I be talking to my clients, man. Like we
Yeah.
really be connecting. You know,
yeah, and that's the buy-in. Having this piece, this connecting piece. Yeah. What would you tell your younger self?
I'll tell my younger self, don't sit back and wait and do what everybody wants you to do. Do what you want to do.
You feel like you had that when you was younger?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, my grades always been good. I feel like everybody really wanted me to go to college. Like when I was going to college, I was going to college for computer science. I feel like everybody wanted that out of me, but it was like, what do I want?
Yeah.
Like I could have been went to trade school. I could have been a professional barber right now.
Yeah. If you just follow what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's deep.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I definitely know there are things that professionally I would have did differently, but I don't know if I would have got my family and met the people I've met and fell in love with, even here in Chicago, if I had taken those routes. Like if I had, you know, went to a record label and did an internship and built my rapport or whatever, you know, crafty career advice, I think. But I guess the biggest thing I would tell myself is that, like, it's going to be all right. Like, it's going to work out. Because it has.
That
I'm,
song, we gon'
make it.
Make it through.
It'll work out, you know, just stay the course, keep going hard, and just enjoy the moments. That's the biggest thing. Enjoy the moments. Like sometimes as entrepreneurs, as creatives, we want to jump ahead to what's next. Be present.
Yeah.
Be present.
In the moment.
And I feel like that's the biggest thing, man, especially with small business. People be like, well, I don't want to work with I don't want to work for nobody. That's cool. And it also might be like, I just want to gain money. But if you don't like what you're doing, like if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it's just going to be another job that you're doing.
You got to Kobe it.
Yeah.
Right? Like what he said, and this was super impactful for me as I was writing music when I heard him say it. I'm not thinking about like the next championship. I'm thinking about the moment, the process. I fell in love with the process.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the writing. I fell in love with the stuff that nobody sees, the disciplines. You know, that teaches me how not to procrastinate. That teaches me how to become a champion. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You hit it right on the head with that, because, you know what's for you, man, after you do it, and you be like, that feel good. You paint this painting, and someone paint a painting they got done, like, that really felt good. I feel like I expressed myself the best way I could, you know. I feel like I really did good with this clothing line or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you know that's for you. Like, even if the go spiritual, talk about God, you know, God, when God got done, he's like, this is very good. You know, this is good.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I like what I did, you know, so even when everyone come, you know, you got your passion, you get done, you like, I outdone myself with this. I like this, you know. So I think that's a word, man. That's what's up.
For sure. Now before y'all leave, man, y'all gotta drop some. You gotta drop some free game on us.
Yeah, man. Drop it for the audience, man. Let them know. For the ones that's thinking about, you know, starting a small business or thinking about quitting, you know, what's the best free game y'all got for them, you know? So
I'm gonna just say what I tell myself every day: stay focused, stay dedicated, high confidence in yourself, and just follow your heart. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. Always push forward. Just be you. You know, you can get a lot of places just by being you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Find the things that motivate you to get up in the morning, like the different things that you are truly passionate about, that you can make a career or make a entrepreneurial journey, and then the couple into that, as I would say, fall in love with the process.
yeah.
Meet the right mentors. Learn from other people, work jobs that seem like they not on path or don't make sense. Learn how to clean the piss behind your toilet and be a person who has discipline. Like the process, I'm talking like holistic process of your life. Like when you really do that, you make strides. You see things change.
Yeah.
To touch on what you said, communication. You can't be scared to communicate. You can't be scared to brand.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, my barber talk about, he give me an idea every day, or he just say his idea, like just communicate. Even when I post my single videos, man, Sylvia's someone I really go to. I'll be like, you know, tell me straight up, like, what's good, what's bad, you know. Like you said, don't be scared to brand, but also don't be scared to get constructive criticism. Be like, what can I do better? You know, no one is out. They telling you that for your best interest, especially if you want it. You know, don't take it as like, man, they ain't really trying to see me win.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to see me be in my, like, that constructive criticism can take you a long way, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, so.
And that's what like having a mentor
Yeah.
comes into play.
Yeah.
But then also, all the phones got notes or a space to put your notes. Like always jot down your ideas. You know, you might write something down, you know, 3 years privy to when you need it. And he's like, oh, this is this.
Yeah.
And this is the time for this to be dropped or this project to be worked on. Or even if you share it with somebody else, like I have this idea for this, but I feel like it'll work best for you. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, so.
And what you was saying, like with the warehouse, research is a good thing. Like we in the best. It's probably gonna be getting even more big as we go with AI and all that. What, you know, just look up something, you get instant results on how to do it. You know, if you want to start your restaurant, look it up. Like it's so easy to just look up things and be able to see, like, okay, maybe I could do this, and you thinking about, oh, maybe I can't. Like I remember as a little kid, I'm like, how do people get in the NBA? Like, do a random guy just drive around the hood and just look at people who bet, you know, good? I ain't really know about the college process and all that, but like, I just use that analogy as like
Scouts.
use your, just use your research, you know, because you never know how attainable it could be. You know, it ain't always like a 1 in a million chance. People are like a bunch of people, huh? Yeah, well, yeah, NBA is, you know, but even with that, there's other places,
Sure.
other parts of the NBA that you can work.
That's right.
It ain't even just like you always got to be a player. Like you could be a coach, scout, you know, video coordinator, whatever, you know, whatever it may be, you know, small business wise, you know, it's you can look it up and it'd be like, dang, this is really attainable. Maybe I could do it. Like people might think about a warehouse and like, dang, that's expensive. But like they do their research, they might be like, I don't know, maybe I could do this in a good 3 years, 2 years, you know, and start your plan for it. So I think research is a good thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do your homework. Do your research.
For sure. It don't take nothing but 2 seconds.
That's right.
Well, I definitely thank you all for coming out
Thank you.
and being part of this podcast for us.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Y'all got any? Dub, you got any projects we should be looking forward to? Or
Yeah, I'm waiting on that date for Keela, man. I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
man, I got a contest coming up soon.
Okay.
a barber contest or a crow contest?
Barber contest. I came in 3rd place the last one for the ball fades.
Okay.
Hey, get your ball
We
face.
trying to go number 1.
I rock a
man.
ball
We trying to go
head,
number
man.
one.
You on your keys, man.
Yeah.
I love a good ball fade. Don't get it
You
twisted.
can be the baldest man in America.
Right.
Do you do like installments and stuff too?
Get your goofy, man.
Oh, you
I'm
trying to
just
get some
asking,
implants?
No,
You
you
learn how,
wild.
to, learn how to do units. That's
Okay.
What it's called units.
Sheesh.
Be your own people, man.
I'm just asking, bro.
Hey,
We
you
gotta have
both-
a little bit of humor.
You
our boy, yeah.
Bodine.
We
You
just
Bodine. See,
Said get a ball.
you got like
Who
you got
from get-
locks
get-
right
getting
now,
a
but that ain't
ball
gonna last
fade
forever. He
to-
said.
Getting a unit.
I ain't hear Bodine in a minute. Man. You just did one?
I just did a ball head Saturday.
Oh yeah. Every game we gonna hop up there, man.
Hey, for me, my short film that it's a part of a series of music I'm doing, but I did a film to kind of bridge the gap of the stories. It's called I Am Lion. It's on YouTube.
Dope.
And yeah, got my man Don up in that boy, and a few other folks you may recognize. And then we got a tour we doing in the fall. So we planning that right now, 3-city
Right.
tour. We're gonna do Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit.
Hey,
So yeah, that's something to be looking out for. So yeah.
CDC.
that's what's up.
CDC, the tour, all right.
That's that Midwest tour.
Yep,
alright.
it's called the Hometown Tour. Yep. Yeah.
So who you linking up with in Detroit?
Abstract Jazz. So
Jazz.
y'all met
Jazzo.
Jaslyn before. And then Javon Landry, she's here in Chicago.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like I heard has she done some stuff with Jazz?
She has, yeah.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, she got some great energy. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. They some dope MCs, so I'm excited to share the stage with them.
For sure.
That's dope, man.
All right, this has been Free Game. Remember, the game is free. Look forward to our last episode, grand finale of the season, coming soon, and some other little future projects that we got going on. We'll be sure to let y'all know.
Yes, sir. Free game, man. We out.
The game is free.